VicMCC.com or Google search Aussie Performance. Help out the locals. So back to racing here. We've got the intermediate trophy. This is sponsored by RS Motorcycles. On pole we had Richard Markham Barrett. And we're underway. Good clean start there. The lads on the 125s are struggling big time to get those off the line, which is just understandable. Little 125cc two-stroke. Paddling away. So 14 bikes out in this class, which is a good sized field. We have struggled previously over the winter, but a perfect day here at Manfield. What's it now, 3 o'clock, so we've got another hour and a half of running yet. So looking on CTAS there, it's a nice shot of Richard Markham Barrett disappearing down the intermediate straight. He's already got 150 metres on the rest of the field. There's a braking manoeuvre for second place there. So Richard Markham Barrett, he's owns a company called Speed Junkie and also iTools. If you need any power tools like DeWalt, I think he's Bosch Metabo, not sure, but check it, itools.com. The first standing lap, so he comes across the start line. The minute 18, the second place Roger Cathro, third Todd Ackroyd, fourth. In fact, Uriah Ryken got him on the line. Todd Ackroyd is actually fourth. Fifth is Jason Truman. Sixth, Charbon Walker. Seventh, Chance Oliver Stevenson. Eighth, Chris Beams. Ninth, Duncan Rowe. 10, Ken Jeston. 11, Steve Hurst. 12th, Dean Melpot, hopped. 13, Campbell Grayling. And 14, Dave Johnson. There's a nice little couple of battles going on here in the midfield. Ken Jeston just got round the outside of the guy on the GSXR 750 who finally managed to get out on the track on time and didn't have to start from pit lane for a change. Always makes things a bit more exciting when you've got bikes around you. There's a passing manoeuvre into Higgins there for, looks like fourth place. So the leader, Richard Markham Barrett, out of the Go Media sweeper along the front straight to, this is his first flying lap. Makes 6 laps to go and he's just done a 14.2. Roger Cathro second. He's done a 15.8. Third place, Uriah Ryken done a 19.2. Jason Truman on the little NSR 300 a 19.5. Tarbin Walker 19.450. Todd Ackroyd, minute 20.925. Chance Oliver Stevenson 123. 8th place Chris Beams just at a 122.491. Ken Jeston just done a 123.543. 10th place Campbell Grayling, a 121.943. Duncan Rowe on that GSXR 750 at 124.872. 12th Steve Hurst, 123.829. Dean Melhopt, 123.611 on the ZXR 400 Kawasaki. And last place David Johnson, a 125.219 on the little NC30. So we've got an action replay up on the CTAS here. This is something that Grant's only tried to play with today. He's just a replay, it looks like, on the first lap. Heading into, oh no, it's actually Jason Truman on the 300, the other Speed Junkie bike. And we're going back to live on CTAS, it's going down the back straight. Chris Beams had someone tried to have a look up the inside of Chris Beams, but getting back to the leader, he's just going through the infield S's. There's a massive lead. So second place is only just coming through turn 3. That's Roger Cathro on the 450. So third, fourth, fifth is probably the next best battle going on. So in 6th place is Don Ackroyd, 7th is Chris Beams, 8th Chance Oliver Stevenson, 9th is Campbell Grayling, leader's going into Higgins. No, he's come out of Higgins down the back straight, in fact. And this will be 4 laps to go. So second place is down the middle of the back straight now. Third, fourth, fifth just coming out of Higgins. And Richard Barker-Barrett hooking up quite nicely over the start finish line. He's just done a 14-1. Roger Cathro comes across in second place. He's sponsored by RS Motorcycles, who are also the sponsor of this particular race. Third place, Uriah Ryken. Fourth, Tarbin Walker. Fifth, Jason Truman. Sixth is Todd Ackroyd on the SV650. And we have a tight little bunch of 3 here. Chris Beams, NC30, ahead of the little RS125, which is Campbell Grayling. And Chance Oliver Stevenson is the loser out of that. She's lost 2 places there. The 125's just swung right around the outside of Chris Beams into turn 1. And the next bike on the rank behind them is a lonely Ken Jeston by the looks of it. And he's being followed up by Duncan Rowe on the GSXR 750. Behind him's the little ZXR 400 of Dean Malhopt. Having a good little battle. Richard Barker-Barrett just completed another lap. So he did a 14.016. And there's 3 laps to go. So he's got the full length of the front straight in front now. Second place again still is Roger Cathro. The battle's tightening up for third, fourth, fifth. Across the line, it's Uriah Ryken, Tarbin Walker, then Jason Truman on the little NSR 300. I believe that NSR 300 is actually the lap record holder around here for Formula 3 in the hands of Glenn Scatchell. So Richard Barker-Barrett, the leader, is just coming through Higgins. Big high wide line coming out of there, gets on the gas. He's absolutely under no pressure whatsoever from anybody. Second place, Richard Cathro is just entering Higgins. And third, fourth, fifth are just coming out of the hairpin, so they're fairly well spread out. Richard Barker-Barrett across the finish line now. So 2 laps to go. Be the white flag out next time for him. He seems very comfortable. Full length of the front straight in front. Might possibly within 2 laps have some lapping going on, so we might need the blue flags out at some stage. Richard's just punched in a 13.989, which is possibly his best lap of the day, I might think. Campbell Grayling's wound that little RS125. He's pulled a huge distance on the 2 bikes behind with Chris Beams and Chance Oliver Stevenson. They're having a ding-dong little battle there. So Richard Barker-Barrett, white flag this time. He's backed off a little, he's just in a 14.4. So looks like they might be having blue flags out. He's about to overtake Dave Johnson. Stay where you are, Dave. So he misses out on a lap, whether he'll appreciate that or not. So white flag being held up. Dice for third, fourth, fifth. So running through those places now. Richard Barker-Barrett first, second Roger Cathro, third Tarbin Walker, who's just picked up a place, Uriah Ryken. Fifth is Jason Truman. Sixth is Todd Ackroyd. Seventh is Campbell Grayling on the RS125. And Chris Beams has pulled a little bit of a gap on Chance Oliver Stevenson. 10th place, Ken Jeston. So white flag out. And the leaders just come across the win. And he backed right off. He was doing a 15.2 there. So his best lap of the race was a 1:13.989. Second place, Roger Cathro. He's just coming out of the sweeper along the straight now. So there's second. Just waiting for confirmation of the third, fourth, fifth. They've been swapping places reasonably consistently. Yes, Uriah Ryken just got Tarbin Walker on that last lap. So first was Richard Markham Barrett, second Roger Cathro, third Uriah Ryken, fourth Tarbin Walker. He looked a bit miffed at that over the line. Fifth is Jason Truman, sixth Todd Ackroyd, and the little 125 of Campbell Grayling. He's coming in 7th place at 1:18.881. And on the last lap, Chance Oliver Stevenson managed to get the better of Chris Beams there. Chris is in 9th. And Ken Jeston comes home in 10th. So his best lap of the race was a 1:22.606. Duncan Rowan 11th on the GSXR 750. And 12th, 13th, 14th have all been lapped by the leader, so they have dropped a lap there. So the next race we have